I admit it, I'm one of those people who has at least one too many credit cards. But I've got some good news for all of you. You don't need to have dozens of credit cards to have a great credit card strategy. In fact, just having a few of the right cards can get you a really long way. So I gave myself a challenge. Out of all the dozens of cards that I have open right now and all the ones that I've already had in years past, I've narrowed it down to just 5 credit cards that everybody should have at some point if they really care about maximizing their rewards. But then I came across a problem. Here in the US, we have so many dozens, if not hundreds of cards to choose from, so how do you narrow it down to just 5 in a way that pretty much applies to everybody? I decided to turn to this study by Forbes Advisor all about the average monthly expenses of most Americans. The data that they went over from the Bureau of Labor Statistics was from 2021 to 2022, so very recent. And what they found was that there was a nice breakdown of the average annual expenses in different spending categories, including housing, transportation, food, personal insurance and pensions, healthcare, entertainment, other expenses, cash contributions, apparel and services, and education. So we're going to kind of rearrange some of this, pull out the biggest categories, and then put all the other ones into a category called Other at the end of the video. So let's move on forward here to help you maximize where you spend probably the bulk of your money on average. And to make this as broadly applicable to as many people as possible, I'm going to choose at least one cashback credit card and one card designed for travel wherever possible. That way, whichever team you happen to be on for your financial/travel goals, you'll be able to find a card that will really help you achieve those goals. Let's go. Our first category to maximize will be transportation. And I realize that means different things to different people, so I'm going to choose cards that purposely give you rewards both on gas, for example, if you commute, or also on transit, perhaps if you use ride shares, taxis, or public transportation of other types. That way it'll all apply. With that in mind, my first card pick here on the cashback side of the equation will be the American Express Blue Cash Preferred. This card earns 3% back on transit, which includes things like taxis, ride shares, parking, tolls, trains, buses, and more, as well as 3% back on gas at US gas stations. And while unrelated to transportation, it's also nice to know that this card still earns 6% on groceries as well, up to $6,000 per year on that grocery spend at US supermarkets, as well as 6% back on US streaming subscriptions. Outside of all those categories, you'll still earn 1% back on all of your other purchases. If you were to apply and get approved for the card right now, the offer that they're running is to earn $250 cash back after spending $3,000 on new purchases on your card in the first 6 months. There's also a 0% APR on new purchases and balance transfers for the first 12 months, then a variable APR for that. And then if you wanted to take advantage of their Planet feature, which is basically a form of buy now, pay later, they also have $0 Planet fees for the first 12 months as well. That opportunity also lasts for the first 12 months, and then a fee of up to 1.33% will follow beyond that. For the first year, you also receive a $0 intro annual fee, then $95 beyond that. And then there are some additional credit opportunities that come with this card to help you justify that fee, like an $84 Disney bundled credit and a $120 Equinox Plus credit. Now, jumping over to the travel side, this next card actually works well for both travel and cash back, and I'll explain how that works in just a moment. First of all, what is the card? It is the Citi Custom Cash card. This card earns 5% back in your top eligible spend category every billing cycle up to the first $500 spent. If you spend more than that in your billing cycle, then you'll just earn 1% back after that. Now, signing up for the Citi Custom Cash for the first time allows you to earn a bonus of $200 of cash back. That is after spending $1,500 on the card in the first 6 months. You'll also be eligible for a 0% intro APR for the first 15 months on both purchases and balance transfers, then a variable APR after that, and this card has no annual fee. Now, a quick note about the cashback and travel component of all this. The card on its own earns Citi thank you points. So basically 5% cashback is another way of saying 0.5 points per dollar in this case. This means your points are worth 1 cent per point. So like if you had 10,000 points, that's $100 of value, and there's no difference whether you redeem it for cashback or for travel, unless you add in the City Premier card as well. Combining it with the City Premier is what unlocks the ability to get access to a bunch of City's transfer partners, both airlines and hotels, which means you take your City points and you can push them out to other programs, which may give you the opportunity to get way more value beyond what cashback can. The second credit card you want to have in your wallet is one that covers your food purchases. Of course, food can both mean supermarkets, so eating at home, as well as eating out at restaurants, bars, and the like. So I'm now going to show you some cards that will work for either of those two scenarios. First on the list here for the cashback side is the Capital One Saver One Rewards card. This card earns 3% cash back on dining, entertainment, popular streaming services, and at grocery stores. So we have both the dining, which means restaurants, and the grocery stores covered with this single card. And also be aware that this card does also earn 5% on hotels and car rentals when you book them through the Capital One travel portal and charge it to your Saver One card. Outside of all those useful categories, you also earn 1% back on all of your other purchases. Signing up and getting approved for this card for the first time means you can earn a $200 bonus. That is after you spend $500 within the first 3 months. It also comes with a low intro APR of 0% for the first 15 months on both purchases and balance transfers, after which a variable APR goes into effect. Another nice touch is that there's also a $0 annual fee, so nothing to cut into the rewards that you earn. Taking one step further though, there are some additional benefits with Uber. First up is that you can earn 10% cash back on your purchases with both Uber and Uber Eats, so plugging into the dining/food component there. And also you can get an Uber One monthly membership, totally covered by your card. It reimburses you via statement credit all the way through November 14th of 2024. And one additional layer is Capital One Dining, which gives you access to exclusive reservations at award-winning restaurants and tickets to unforgettable culinary experiences. Now, as a little secret here, like we just saw earlier with City and the custom cash versus the City Premier, when you have the Capital One Saver One and also combine it with any of the Venture branded cards, that also makes this one great for travel too, because the Venture card, when combined with Saver, means you can convert all your cash back into miles and then push them out to all of Capital One's transfer partners, again, both airlines and hotels. We often call this the Capital One duo in the credit card industry because they work so well together. But to give you a dedicated travel card option for your food, so you don't have to get 2 cards, you can also check out the American Express Gold Card. This one awards you 4 points per dollar at restaurants worldwide, plus takeout and delivery in the US, and 4 points per dollar on your grocery spend when it's done at US supermarkets on up to $25,000 per year. Beyond that, it would earn 1 point per dollar. The card also adds in triple points on flights, but directly with the airlines or on AmexTravel.com, and then 1x on all of your other purchases. While the card does carry a much higher $250 annual fee, there are some useful credits that you can use to help justify that. The first of which is a $120 dining credit. That can give you up to $10 in statement credits per month with their participating partners, and then a $120 Uber Cash benefit, which is also $10 a month of Uber Cash deposited directly to your Uber account. Amex cards that earn membership rewards points, like the Gold Card, are fantastic for travel because by default, they can already be pushed out to transfer partners of your choice, and you don't have to combine them with other cards to make that happen. Now, as you work toward the best 5 cards for your wallet, you might notice that every time you add a new one, it becomes a little more difficult to remember what all of them do. So a great tool that I like to use to keep everything easy to manage is with today's sponsor called MAXREWARDS. MAXREWARDS is an app that allows you to keep track of multiple credit cards, rewards, benefits, and more all in one place. This includes seeing your balances both in dollars and rewards across all of your cards together and individual cards. And one of my favorite and most used features, the ability to see when your bills are due by card. That way you can avoid missing your payments. You can then switch over to the summary view and see how much you've been spending by week, month, and year. And this goes not just for the dollars you've spent, but also for the rewards that you've earned as well, which is a great feature at the gold level. Then whether you're transacting close to home or on a trip, MAXREWARDS can can also recommend the best card to use to earn the most amount of rewards, either by location near you or by spend category. Also, at the gold level, MAXREWARDS can activate all of your card-linked offers, like Amex offers, Chase offers, and more, and it does so automatically. That way you can earn even more cash back or rewards without even having to think about it on top of your regular rewards. So if you'd like to try MAXREWARDS, either the totally free version or the elevated gold level with even more features, check out the link down below in the description where you can get a 1-week free gold trial plus a 1-month discount as well, either by using the link directly or by downloading the app and using the code MARKR. Now back to the rest of the video. Credit card number 3 that you want to get into your wallet is one that covers entertainment. Again, entertainment can mean different things to different people. So now I'm going to show you cards that cover both things that are outside of your home, like concerts, sporting events, and the like, as well as things that you do at home, like streaming services. On the cashback front, we again have the Capital One Saver One card. In addition to the permanent categories for both dining and grocery stores that we covered earlier, there are also permanent 3% categories on entertainment and popular streaming services. Then the card takes one step further and even adds in 8% cashback on Capital One entertainment purchases. All of the other benefits, like the $0 annual fee, the welcome offer opportunity, etc., of course, are still all the same. Confession: on the travel credit card side, I'm not aware of any cards that have an entertainment category, at least not a dedicated one. For the most part, it would fall in like an other category, so use like a double mile card or a 2% cashback card for entertainment on travel. But we can kind of rework it a little bit here again with the City Custom Cash card, because remember, that one was also a hybrid. It works well for travel with the City Premier involved as well. To remind you, this card earns 5% back, which also is issued in the form of 5 points per dollar on your top eligible spend category. And out of all the eligible ones here, we do see select streaming services as well as live entertainment. The fourth credit card that most people should have in their wallet should cover your online shopping spend. On Team Cashback, my choice here is the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card. It earns 3% cashback on US online retail purchases up to $6,000 per year, as well as on groceries and gas. Outside of those, it's 1% back on your other purchases. The welcome offer for new card members is to earn $200 of cash back after spending $2,000 on purchases in the first 6 months. There's also a 0% APR period on new purchases and balance transfers for 15 months, and then a variable APR beyond that. Also, $0 buy now, pay later intro Planet fees on any plans that you create to basically pay over time for 15 months. And then after that, a fee of up to 1.33% goes into effect. For a $0 annual fee, it's pretty cool that there are also some credits that go along with this too, like the $84 Disney bundle credit and $180 toward a home chef plan. One of my favorite features though is called Amex offers, which are basically like digital coupons that can layer onto your card that go beyond just the earning rates of the card multipliers itself. So you're earning 3% on your online US retail, but then when you activate Amex offers, like you can see here on the screen, you might have select merchants that give you additional cash back or statement credits. I had well over 100 of these on my online account, and all you gotta do is activate them or add them to your card with a simple button click, and when you spend at these merchants, the offers will be automatically triggered. In case you missed it, I did another video called the #1 credit card in the world for online shopping, and that was basically about this card, how I got like 19% cash back by stacking multiple different opportunities together with the card itself. Now, again, we have a problem. There is no travel credit card on the market, at least not right now, that has a dedicated online shopping category like the one that we just saw with cashback. So this again would fall into the other card category, which we will cover next. Therefore, you might want to use like a double mile or a 2% card for online shopping if your focus is travel. And now for your fifth credit card, this will cover all of your other purchases that don't fall into the other 4 categories that we've covered already. On the cashback side, my choice here is the Citi Double Cash card. It gives you 2% cash back on all of your purchases. That is 1% when you buy, and then the additional 1% as you pay your bill. There are not any category restrictions or enrollment or activations, and there's also no limit on the amount of cash back that you can earn. They even have a limited time offer running right now to earn 5% back on hotel and rental car purchases when you book those through the Citi Travel Portal that expires currently on December 31st, 2024. There's also a $200 cashback welcome offer running right now. You can earn that after spending $1,500 in the first 6 months, as well as a 0% APR for 18 months on balance transfers. And then after that, the variable APR goes into effect. Similar to the custom cash that we covered earlier, the double cash, when combined with the City Premier, is also another great option for travel if you want to do that too, because again, this earns its cash back in the form of thank you points. So those points can be pushed out to the same transfer partners that we talked about earlier when you have the City Premier card. However, if you prefer just a dedicated travel card and don't want to worry about card combinations, the Capital One Venture X is great for your other spend as well and a travel redemption. That's because it earns double miles on all of your purchases all the time with no cap at all, as well as some additional categories like 10 miles per dollar on your hotels and rental cars when you book them through Capital One, and 5 miles per dollar on your flights through the same Capital One portal. It does have the highest annual fee of the cards mentioned in this video at $395 per year, but in case that sticker price does scare you a bit, there are some good benefits to help you cover the cost of that fee and make sense of it pretty easily. For instance, there's a $300 annual travel credit to put towards flights, hotels, etc. through the Capital One portal, as well as a 10,000 mile anniversary bonus. That's at least $100 toward travel that you can receive every year. Using just those two benefits alone yields $400 of value, which more than covers a $395 annual fee. The welcome offer right now is to earn 75,000 miles after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months. And the card also comes with some other great benefits, one of which is lounge access to the Capital One lounges, Plaza Premium lounges, and Priority Pass lounges too. That's a lot of cards that we just covered. So to boil it all down to its simplest form, here's a nice summary for you all with the 5 cards that you want to have in your wallet, pretty much all the ones that you'll ever need. Now, of course, there's some overlap here and some additional cards that might mean you have more than 5, so you just gotta pick and choose the ones that you like best for your purposes. To give you an example of this, I'm now going to highlight just up to 5 cards that you might want to choose. So for cashback, perhaps you're going with the American Express Blue Cash Preferred, Capital One Saver One, City Custom Cash, Amex Blue Cash Every Day, and the City Double Cash. That would be your 5. Then on the travel side, well, I only have 4 here because again, there's really nothing for online shopping at all. So I'm just pointing down to the Capital One Venture X because in this case, you would just have online shopping be under your other category. And since we mentioned several times that the City Premier card is really going to supercharge your City Thank You points for travel, perhaps if you want your 5th card to be added here, you could add in that City Premier card for your custom cash, or perhaps you also chose the double cash as well. Getting access to those travel transfer partners makes the City Premier worth adding as your 5th card. And that's a wrap for the top 5 credit cards that you want to have in your wallet to maximize your spend every single month. If you enjoyed today's video and believe it could benefit other people, then please help me get it in front of them by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those notifications. Also check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten. You can even choose to earn Amex points instead of cashback if you like. To sign up for MAXREWARDS, which is a great app to manage multiple credit cards, rewards, benefits, and more all in one place. And to view my site with some great credit card offers that I've organized into different categories to help you find the cards that you like best. And for those of you wondering about the #1 expense for most Americans, which is housing, you'll definitely want to check out my other videos on the Built MasterCard, which if you're a renter right now in an apartment, is a great credit card to add to your wallet to capture rewards on your monthly rent payments. I'll see you over there.